Hi and welcome to the sixth episode of Underrated Songs. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the song Rehna Tu from the movie Delhi 6. This has been composed and sung by A R Rahman, and the lyrics are by Prasoon Joshi. So before we start this review, I want to wish everybody watching a very happy Diwali. Let's get right into the review. Let's start with Prasoon Joshi's lyrics. If you remember, there was a song in this film called Masakkali, which focused a lot on female empowerment. This song also kind of goes hand in hand with that, whereas it does not really talk about female empowerment, but it definitely talks about gender equality in a romantic relationship. So Prasoon Joshi has kept that in mind, and that's the central idea and theme sort of the entire song. It's very self-explanatory, where he says "Rehna tu hai jaisa tu," so you don't need to change for me. And for me, the best part about the lyrics in this song is that throughout this message is coherent. Never does it shift focus from this message to something else. My favorite line in this entire song, which I think Rahman also really liked because he brought it back in the very end, and he has emphasized it a lot, is the line where Prasoon says that हाथ थाम चलना हो तो दोनों के दाएं हाथ संग कैसे एक दाया होगा एक बाया होगा. So basically it boils down to this, and I think I have not heard any other song where compromises in a relationship are explained this beautifully and with such precision and this delicately. So overall, the lyrics are really pretty, beautiful, delicate, precise, and they are one of the biggest reasons why this song is an absolute classic. So let's talk about composition and singing. So the composition itself is tailor-made to fit Rahman's voice, because it's in that kind of laid-back kind of zone, where he doesn't have to do a lot of high-pitched things, which he's famous for. There are a couple of places where he does this alap kind of a thing, which is quite high-pitched, but it is kind of treated like backing vocals or supporting vocals and not lead vocals. Overall, the song is very laid back and chill as far as singing is concerned. The composition here has actually no structure, so it doesn't fit into any verse chorus or antara mukda kind of a structure. It's very free flowing, and it comes back to the hook Rehna Tu any which way it wants. So there's no fixed pattern, and that is what makes the song so interesting, and it keeps you on your toes. It doesn't resolve the way you want it to resolve. And interestingly, this was the time when Rahman was experimenting with this low register kind of singing for himself, because he also did a song during this period called New York Nagaram in a Tamil film, which was really appreciated, where he sounded really different from the usual Rahman. And a few years before that, he had already sung a song called Vellai Pookal in a Mani Ratnam film, where he also did that low register kind of singing and was really appreciated. And a couple of years after this, he would also go on to sing songs like Aise Na Dekho from Ranjana, which were again really appreciated. For the most part, the production is very Western. The drums and certain other elements remind you a lot of R&B songs. The chord progressions are also very ambient. There are some string or pad like instruments that give you that lower end. There is a slight Arabic influence somewhere with the rabab playing as an interlude. So overall, the song is very international, very modern, very chill, laid back, and forms a really solid kind of a bed for these amazing vocals. But towards the very end, there's a very Carnatic sounding, Indian sounding solo. So many people would think that this might be a flute player or a Shehnai player. No, it's actually Rahman himself improvising and playing. So there's this instrument called the Continuum Fingerboard. It is manufactured by a company called Haken. The other famous person who plays this a lot is legendary keyboard player Jordan Rudess. Actually, Rahman and him share a connection. There was a time, I think, where anything Jordan used to buy, Rahman used to buy as well. So the fingerboard, the harpeggi, I think the inspiration for all of that comes somewhere from Jordan Rudess. I may be wrong here as well. So the last solo is completely on that fingerboard. So what the fingerboard does is that, if you guys know, a keyboard has just 12 notes, right? 12 semitones. But in Indian music, we go into microtones, that is sounds between those 12 notes, which we call shruti. So to get those and do all those gamaks and harkats and everything, you need an instrument like that. So that is why the continuum fingerboard was used, and that's probably one of Rahman's best played solos in his entire career, and that adds so much beauty and depth to the song. It's very sad to see that these kind of songs, although really loved by people, are not promoted, are not frequently played on the radio or on TV, and don't get that kind of exposure or airtime, and hence it makes me do a series like this. So that's it for the review. If you like this video, please leave a like. Want to tell me anything, put that in the comment section down below. Check out other stuff on my channel. If you like anything, please consider subscribing. I need all your support. And once again, happy Diwali.